Hello resilient Scorpio. As we arrive at the last day of June, today's video brings thoughtful guidance that may help you recognize what this season has been quietly teaching you. Before a new month begins, give yourself permission to pause, listen carefully to your inner wisdom, and notice how it is encouraging you toward fresh possibilities. If part of you has been feeling drawn toward a different direction in love work or personal goals, this gentle pull deserves your attention rather than your hesitation, because the most meaningful changes often begin as quiet whispers before they become clear decisions. This closing day of the month offers a rare opportunity to hear what your heart has been trying to say beneath the noise of everyday life. The pace of the world often makes it difficult to recognize your own inner voice. Yet today creates a moment where clarity can naturally rise to the surface. If someone or something has left you uncertain, greater understanding can begin to emerge now. Those already sharing their lives with someone may experience a meaningful moment of closeness that strengthens mutual understanding, yet it remains important to honor your own emotions before making lasting decisions. Let every step come from genuine conviction instead of outside expectations, because choices rooted in authenticity tend to create the strongest foundations. If you're single, an unexpected meeting or meaningful connection could encourage you to look at someone with fresh eyes. Sometimes a brief conversation or an ordinary moment carries more significance than you first realize, gently reminding you that meaningful relationships often develop naturally rather than through force. Stay open to the experience while allowing enough time to decide whether this person truly deserves your trust and emotional investment. Scorpio, lasting relationships grow through honesty, respect, shared purpose, and the willingness to understand each other on a deeper level, creating bonds that continue to strengthen with time. This is also a favorable time to think clearly about your ambitions as June reaches its final chapter. Whether you're preparing to launch something new, pursuing greater responsibility, or considering a professional change, take a thoughtful look at the path ahead instead of focusing only on the destination. Every meaningful achievement begins with a series of intentional decisions that gradually build momentum. If opportunities or valuable partnerships begin to appear, welcome them with confidence, remembering that patience and careful planning remain just as important as inspiration. Personal growth is equally highlighted during this transition between months. You may gain a deeper understanding of yourself and recognize changes that can bring you closer to lasting fulfillment. Perhaps you'll notice habits that no longer reflect the person you're becoming, or you'll finally recognize strengths that have quietly developed through recent challenges. Spend time reflecting, meditating, or simply sitting with your thoughts, because aligning your choices with what genuinely matters to you creates the strongest foundation for the road ahead. The more honestly you understand yourself, the easier it becomes to move into July with confidence instead of uncertainty. Scorpio, this day carries quiet potential, but it asks you to move with purpose instead of urgency. There is no need to rush toward every opportunity when the right path becomes clearer through thoughtful observation and steady action. Trust your intuition while staying grounded in your own emotional truth, allowing wisdom to guide every decision. By doing so, you create room for meaningful new beginnings in love, career, and personal growth, carrying only what truly belongs with you into the next chapter and leaving behind what has already fulfilled its purpose. Remember that this message offers general guidance, so every part may not reflect your current circumstances exactly. Your journey is uniquely your own, shaped by experiences, choices, and timing that no one else can fully duplicate. If certain words speak to your heart or offer valuable perspective, let them support your journey. And if something doesn't resonate, simply allow it to pass without feeling that you must make it fit. Every person walks a path that is entirely their own, and your inner wisdom remains the most trustworthy guide you have. Receive these words with a peaceful mind, trust your own judgment, and allow your intuition to help you recognize what truly belongs to you. As this month draws to a close, let these reflections become gentle companions rather than rigid expectations, encouraging awareness instead of pressure. In the next part of this video, we'll explore how today's energies may influence the areas that matter most, including love, finances, health, and family connections. Before we continue, I'd like to share today's symbolic lucky numbers and color. And if this message has encouraged or inspired you, please take a moment to leave a like. Your support means more than you know, and it allows me to continue creating these daily messages with care and gratitude. Every like, every kind word, and every moment you spend here helps this space continue reaching people who may need a little encouragement during their own journey. Today's symbolic lucky numbers are 9 and 30, reflecting completion, renewal, and the transition into a new month, so you may enjoy keeping them in mind throughout your day. If you happen to take part in activities involving numbers, you can treat them as gentle reminders of today's reflective energy and the fresh possibilities waiting just ahead. Today's symbolic lucky color is deep burgundy. Wearing this rich shade, whether through clothing, accessories, or even a small detail, can serve as a personal reminder of inner strength, transformation, and emotional balance. It reflects the quiet confidence that often grows after you overcome difficult seasons and learn to trust yourself more fully. Whenever you have a choice of colors today, consider selecting one that carries the same quiet depth as a simple symbol of the new chapter you're preparing to enter. Every experience you encounter holds a lesson beneath its surface, and each moment becomes part of your personal growth. Nothing feels truly meaningless when viewed through the eyes of someone willing to learn, because victories, setbacks, peaceful seasons, and difficult ones all become threads woven into your own unfolding story. Even experiences that once felt confusing often reveal their purpose with time, showing you how they quietly prepared you for what comes next. It is through these experiences that lasting transformation takes shape, allowing you to move forward wiser, stronger, more compassionate, and ready to welcome July with greater clarity, resilience, and hope. As June comes to its final day, don't allow the weight of yesterday to define where you're headed, and don't let tomorrow's uncertainties disturb the peace you can choose today. Meet every experience with the curiosity of someone still learning, because even life's hardest chapters often conceal wisdom that only reveals itself with time. What once felt like loss may now begin to show you the strength it quietly placed within you. Abundance is finding its way toward you, although it may arrive in forms far richer than money alone. A meaningful conversation, uplifting news, music that reaches your heart, or moments shared with people you love can become reminders that prosperity also lives in gratitude, connection, and perspective. As this month closes, notice how appreciating these gifts naturally creates room for even more blessings. The universe gently encourages you to remain flexible today, not by giving away your strength, but by moving with the quiet confidence of water that adjusts without losing its direction. Stay open, dear Scorpio, because releasing what has completed its purpose may reveal doors you believed had already closed. The final days of this cycle carry an unmistakable invitation to step into renewal with a lighter heart. The energy surrounding you feels filled with possibility, welcoming you into a long-awaited season of personal transformation. You have spent considerable time carrying emotional patterns and practical burdens that quietly drained your spirit. Yet today's message suggests those layers are beginning to lift. As hidden truths become easier to recognize, new opportunities in love, fulfillment, and personal growth can begin unfolding at their own natural pace. The first card to appear is the Sun, filling your path with warmth and unmistakable clarity. For Scorpio, this represents much more than optimism, marking the closing of cycles that once depleted your energy in relationships or career matters. If you've spent too long carrying responsibilities that belong to others, this light reminds you that your own inner strength deserves to shine just as brightly. Expect confusion to give way to understanding as situations reveal themselves more naturally than before. What once felt uncertain can now become clear enough for you to move ahead with genuine confidence and renewed optimism. The closing of June offers you the chance to carry clarity into everything waiting beyond this month. Next comes the Chariot, encouraging steady movement, guided by both discipline and instinct. Scorpio often senses far more beneath the surface than is spoken aloud, and today this card asks you to trust those quiet insights while taking practical action, especially if you've been considering travel, relocation, or an important life decision. Someone may admire you from a distance without fully expressing it, yet the Chariot reminds you that your path remains protected as you continue forward. Challenges that once seemed impossible may now become the very experiences pushing you toward lasting stability. Continue following your inner compass, because the determination you build today helps transform hesitation into measurable progress. Every thoughtful step prepares you for the opportunities waiting beyond this transition. The Ace of Pentacles brings attention to fresh opportunities in the material world and the promise of sustainable growth. If you've grown tired from financial pressure or professional demands, this card suggests that a new foundation is quietly taking root. Scorpio, your ability to stay committed through difficult seasons has prepared you to recognize opportunities that truly match your talents. An unexpected offer, well-earned recognition, or encouraging financial development may begin aligning with the work you've already invested. Welcome these possibilities with confidence rather than doubt, knowing that your perseverance has created the conditions for meaningful progress. This moment reflects the quiet rewards of resilience rather than simple good fortune. The Lovers deepens the emotional energy surrounding you, highlighting a connection that continues to strengthen. Whether it reflects someone returning to your life or a new relationship growing naturally, the focus remains on genuine understanding and mutual respect. Someone feels drawn to your authentic presence, just as you may sense an equally meaningful connection developing. Your intuition, Scorpio, has likely noticed subtle emotions that words have not yet revealed. This card suggests that harmony becomes possible when old fears and unnecessary suspicion are finally released. Honest conversations and shared values create the strongest foundation for whatever this connection is becoming. The appearance of the Fool celebrates the courage to embrace a fresh beginning, as one chapter quietly gives way to another. It reflects this meaningful transition at the close of June, where the version of yourself shaped by hesitation and familiar routines gradually makes space for greater freedom and possibility. Your creativity, curiosity, and willingness to trust yourself become powerful companions now. The opportunities calling to you, whether in love or personal dreams, arrive at a moment when you are far more prepared than you may realize. Take the next step with confidence, remembering how every previous transformation has strengthened your ability to begin again. What appears uncertain today may become the path that leads you toward deeper purpose and authentic freedom. Judgment follows with a message of awakening, reflecting the powerful renewal you've been building within yourself for some time. After periods of feeling overlooked or emotionally stuck, this card represents clearing away outdated beliefs, lingering doubt, and influences that no longer belong in your life. As this month reaches its conclusion, you are being invited to rise into a fuller expression of who you truly are. Old concerns about your value or future stability begin losing their hold, creating space for the stronger version of yourself that has quietly been taking shape. Continue listening to your inner voice because it remains your most reliable guide toward the life you are working to create. This transition is less about becoming someone different and more about trusting who you already are. Finally, the Star brings gentle healing and renewed hope, restoring the parts of your spirit that have felt depleted. As a deeply intuitive water sign, you often give generously to those around you, and today this card reminds you to nurture your own dreams with the same devotion. Your hopes for love, recognition, and abundance begin aligning beneath this calm, reassuring light. Any lingering uncertainty about the future gradually softens as you recognize how much has already changed within you. Your gifts are becoming more visible, your efforts are being appreciated, and your path feels increasingly aligned with your purpose. Stay open, stay inspired. It may feel as though the universe is quietly arranging circumstances in your favor as this month reaches its close. The Ten of Cups stands as a beautiful symbol of emotional fulfillment, lasting harmony, and the quiet satisfaction that comes from feeling truly connected. Its message reaches beyond romance, embracing family, meaningful friendships, and the comforting realization that you are finally becoming more at home within yourself. Your health deserves thoughtful attention because your body reflects the care you consistently give it. If you've allowed your physical strength to take a backseat recently, you may already notice it affecting your energy and resilience. Saturn's influence encourages you to rebuild habits that strengthen your endurance, not for appearances, but so your body can fully support the dreams and responsibilities waiting for you in the next chapter. Choose an activity that feels sustainable and enjoyable rather than overwhelming. At the same time, someone close to you may benefit greatly from your calm presence and steady encouragement during a difficult moment. Sometimes simply remaining grounded becomes the greatest gift you can offer another person. Professionally, competition will always exist, but it doesn't have to become something you fear. Instead, let it inspire you to continue learning, expanding your skills, and discovering abilities that may open unexpected opportunities. Knowledge remains one of the few investments that stays with you throughout life, making every lesson another step toward greater freedom and long-term security. The closing days of June also favor professional travel, additional training, or exploring new directions that broaden your experience. Even if you've been established in your field for years, there's always another level of growth available. Should an opportunity arise to relocate, even a short distance, or widen your job search, remain open to possibilities you may have overlooked before. Consider learning a new language, developing another skill, or updating your resume, even if those efforts seem unnecessary today. Small improvements made now could become the very thing that unlocks a much larger opportunity later. Every new piece of knowledge quietly expands the number of paths available to you. Jupiter's influence continues supporting learning, growth, and meaningful expansion, making this an excellent time to invest in yourself. Financially, today's energy encourages greater confidence as old patterns of limitation begin losing their grip. Your intuition has long suggested that greater abundance was possible, and now circumstances may begin aligning in ways that support that belief. Unexpected opportunities could appear through creative work, recognition for your efforts, or projects that naturally increase your income. Rather than chasing quick solutions that once left you exhausted, focus on building something that genuinely reflects your values. The strength you've developed through previous financial challenges has become one of your greatest assets. This progress isn't simply random. It reflects the resilience, patience, and quiet confidence you've cultivated over time. Stay attentive to opportunities connected with travel, relocation, online work, or creative projects that allow your talents to shine in new ways. As June comes to an end, your path may begin feeling clearer as old obstacles gradually lose their influence. Lasting prosperity grows when your choices reflect your self-worth and unfold at the right pace instead of being forced. Trust that the financial stability you've been working toward is beginning to take shape through steady, intentional decisions. Love continues asking for patience because genuine connection cannot be rushed or controlled. If you're already sharing your life with someone, remember that even difficult moments become easier when both people move toward the same goal together. Listen with an open heart, speak with kindness, and allow trust to become the bridge that restores harmony. Sometimes a gentle word offered at the right moment carries more healing than a lengthy disagreement. If you're single, this is a valuable opportunity to reflect on the patterns you bring into relationships. You may long for a meaningful connection, yet certain habits could unintentionally create distance without you realizing it. Fortunately, those patterns can change. Give yourself permission to move slowly, because the right relationship arrives when you're emotionally ready to receive it, not before. Many people ask why they continue attracting similar experiences, and often the answer lies in familiar emotional patterns that quietly shape the choices they make. This period also encourages you to become an example of resilience, compassion, and self-respect within your family. Any lingering tension or uncertainty has room to soften, allowing greater optimism and the shared sense of moving forward together. As your own growth continues, it naturally strengthens the relationships that matter most. Your honesty becomes one of your greatest strengths today. Sincerity creates a quiet magnetism that earns lasting trust, while even small deceptions tend to create heavier burdens over time. Choosing openness allows respect and meaningful connections to grow naturally. One important caution is to avoid turning preparation into endless planning. Having clear direction remains essential, yet your larger goals become far more achievable when they're divided into smaller, practical steps that keep you motivated. Each milestone reminds you that you're steadily moving toward the future you've been building. Be thoughtful about first impressions as well. Someone who initially appears distant or guarded may simply be protecting a tender part of themselves. Responding with patience and respect instead of judgment can transform misunderstandings into genuine connection. For those currently studying, this period supports meaningful intellectual growth. Opportunities to expand your knowledge may be much closer than they first appear, even if they haven't fully revealed themselves yet. Your dedication is beginning to attract positive attention, opening the door to more significant projects, responsibilities, or activities. If you can comfortably take on new opportunities, they may become valuable stepping stones for your future. There's no need to force immediate results because you're already building something meaningful. One experience at a time, even if that progress sometimes feels too quiet to notice. Growth often reveals itself only after you look back and realize how much stronger, wiser, and more capable you've become. If you're learning on your own, that's equally worthwhile, as your curiosity is naturally expanding into new subjects and fresh perspectives that may shape opportunities you can't yet see. You may also receive invitations to collaborate or join group projects. If your school or program encourages teamwork, try to embrace the experience, even if sharing responsibility feels unfamiliar at first or challenges your usual way of working. Exchanging ideas, listening to different viewpoints, and learning alongside others can often accelerate your growth in ways independent study cannot. Sometimes another person's perspective becomes the missing piece that helps your own understanding fall into place. Real education goes beyond collecting facts. It also comes from communicating what you've learned, discussing ideas openly, asking thoughtful questions, and allowing other perspectives to deepen your own understanding. The ability to explain knowledge with clarity and receive new insights with humility is what transforms information into wisdom. That is where genuine growth begins to take shape and where lasting confidence quietly develops. As for compatibility, today's message highlights 3 signs that may harmonize especially well with your energy. First is Aquarius, where courage becomes the language of connection, whether in love, family, friendship, or business. Trusting another person with an open heart may create meaningful opportunities for deeper understanding. Sometimes the greatest act of courage isn't making a dramatic leap, but allowing yourself to believe that mutual trust can grow one honest conversation at a time. Life gently encourages you to release unnecessary pressure and approach today's experiences with greater ease. Next comes Gemini, reminding you that gratitude remains one of the strongest magnets for abundance. Appreciating what is already present often creates space for even more reasons to be thankful. When you begin noticing the quiet blessings woven into ordinary moments, your outlook naturally shifts from scarcity toward possibility. Finally, Sagittarius reflects the spirit of this last day of June by encouraging you to leave behind whatever has completed its purpose. Release the emotional weight, outdated habits, or lingering attachments that no longer match the person you're becoming. As you clear both your inner world and the space around you, you naturally welcome greater peace, joy, and possibility into the month ahead. Every ending creates room for something more aligned with the life you're gradually building. As we reach the close of today's video, thank you sincerely for spending this time with me and allowing yourself to reflect on these messages. Your presence gives meaning to every word shared here, and I truly appreciate the opportunity to accompany you through this moment of transition. Whether one idea resonated deeply or several spoke to your heart, I hope this time has encouraged you to pause, breathe, and reconnect with your own inner wisdom. Remember, this guidance is never intended to make decisions for you, but to offer perspective that helps you better understand your own path. Let your intuition remain your most trusted guide. Keep the insights that genuinely resonate with your heart, and allow anything that doesn't to simply pass by without concern or judgment. As June comes to a close, carry forward only the lessons, hope, and clarity that truly belong with you. Leave behind anything that has already fulfilled its purpose, so you can step into the next month feeling lighter and more centered. If this message has brought you comfort or helped you see your journey more clearly, please support the video with a like, so it can reach others searching for encouragement as well. Comment 3030 if you're ready to leave June behind with gratitude and welcome a fresh beginning. Your comment becomes a simple but meaningful way to mark the intention you're carrying into the month ahead. If you haven't already joined our community, subscribe and turn on notifications so you won't miss the daily messages prepared with care. If these videos continue bringing you peace, hope, or clarity, you're warmly invited to support future messages through the link in the description or the QR code on your screen. Every act of kindness helps this space continue growing with gratitude and care, allowing these daily messages to reach more people who may need encouragement at just the right moment. A heartfelt thank you to everyone who has already offered their support. It truly makes these daily messages possible, and your generosity is deeply appreciated. Thank you once again for sharing your time, your trust, and your energy with me. Your willingness to return, reflect, and grow together is something I never take for granted. I'm sending you wishes for clarity, inner strength, and renewed hope as you step into a brand new month. May your path ahead unfold with peace, purpose, and the quiet confidence that comes from trusting yourself every step of the way.